Gear Patrol calls their new dive watch the best sub-$500 dive watch. Full stop. Men's Health rated them as the most stylish solar watch in the game. Who are we talking about? It's Movement. They're leveling up your gift giving with the sleekest watches you can buy and the biggest deals of the season. From their innovative ceramic materials to sexy automatic divers, from ultra-thin dress watches to solar-powered statement pieces, and everything in between, Movement is making sure you're the good gifter this year for your family, your friends, or for yourself. And now you can take advantage of 30 to 50% off Movement's California clean watches, jewelry, and accessories to get them a gift they'll never forget. With fast, free shipping and returns and amazing bang for your buck, Movement makes for a relaxed shopping experience. And with one-size-fits-all watches, it's an easy, elegant gifting experience too. Shop 30 to 50% off now at mvmt.com. That's mvmt.com.
Hello, Potted Together family. Adam here. I just wanted to let you know at the top of this episode that something happened when I was recording this episode. And it's hard to re-record an episode that you've recorded. So we have to go with it. I believe that my microphone input was not either plugged in or my computer setting was not switched to use my microphone. So my audio track sounds like it's been recorded from my laptop, which sits right next to me when I record these episodes. It's not ideal. I've worked with the audio as best I could to make it the least offensive on your ears, but if you're a new listener here, I just wanted to let you know that this is not how it always sounds, and Becca and Nicole both sound amazing as always. My audio track's a bit rough, but we gotta go with it. We gotta go with the punches. So apologies for that. I will do my best to make sure that doesn't happen again. And now, on to the episode.
Hey guys! Wait, hold on. This is the season finale, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Hey guys! Welcome back to an episode. Wait, how do I do it? Rewind!
Welcome back to an episode of Potted Together. Like, what?
Just another one. Hey guys, welcome back to How does it go? Another episode of Potted Together?
To the Potted Together podcast.
What the fuck? Okay, sorry. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, welcome back to the Potted Together podcast. I'm Nicole, and I'm joined by my co-host Adam and Becca.
Hello. She got it out.
Hello.
That was a tough start. Holy wow. Thank God it's our season finale. Sounds like I need a break.
Okay. Your 3, 2, 1 always gets me. I just remember our first collab videos where you were just like, okay, 3, 2, 1.
I actually have a video on one of our collabs that we did. It was after our first one, but it was in Arizona, and I have it on my preferred video posted on my channel. Like, it's the one that pops up at the big at the top of the page. And in the beginning, it's like, okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. And Adam's like, wait. And every time I go to post a video on my YouTube channel, that soundbite pops up, and I crack up every time. Anyways, well, today is our season finale. We're recording our season finale. And, it's always bittersweet because by this time we kind of need a little bit of a break. We all have a lot of stuff kind of going on, or we just got done doing a lot of stuff and we just need to rest a little bit. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's definitely a sad thing too, because, we're going to miss doing this, and we're not really going anywhere. We're going to still be recording while we're on break probably, but we'll take a little time off, a little bit. But today we have something very fun planned today. We're going to be talking about your monster stories, like stuff that's happened with your plants that you just felt like a total monster for, like all the guilt. And we asked you guys to tell us some stories, and you came through just like you always do. Yes. So we're going to be reading those. But first and foremost, we need to catch up. So, who wants to start?
I mean, I feel like we got to start with Becca.
Okay, Becca.
From her journey across the pond.
Ooh.
We have a lot to talk about. Yeah, you take all the time you need. This is a season finale episode. It could go long.
Okay. Well, yeah, 2 hours? What do we think?
Nicole's going to edit this one.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Okay. So, yes, I've returned from Ireland yesterday. Well, I guess 2 days ago, but I got home yesterday because of a whole debacle with my suitcase.
My God.
Oh,
let's start with the bad. So, and I'll be quick about this because after I slept, it didn't feel like such a big deal anymore, but in the moment, I was like, my world is ending. So,
yeah.
Okay, we get back from the trip. Everything on the trip went really well, but there were a few hiccups that I will tell you about. But everything pretty much went really great. It was beautiful. It was so beautiful. And
I know.
I wasn't expecting it to feel like a planty destination, but honestly it did. Like it turned into that because I should have known because like, well, I think more of like England when I think of like, you know, like formal gardens and all of that kind of stuff. But like Ireland had that same vibe. I mean, it is a part of the UK. I visited the UK version. I visited the UK side of Ireland. So, you know, there was a lot of English influence, obviously, but there was like so many beautiful gardens and it was so green. And apparently it's like that all year long, basically. I don't think they go through like dead grass and all of that. I think it's green year round. Anyway, so it was just beautiful. It was like an eternal spring. That's what it felt like. It was so perfect. But okay, with the baggage situation, baggage.
The baggage?
Yeah, it sounds like I just said baguette with a B.
The baguette.
I didn't say the F word just now, but I actually feel like it might have sounded like it anyway.
No, I don't.
Wait, we should mention that we're recording this at 8 p.m. to give you a little preface.
Yeah.
Also, I should mention, Nicole, what the situation you have going on right now, you legitimately look like you're in a coffin, and I don't think I like it.
Really? I have a pillow behind my head. I'm on my couch because it's like
you legitimately look dead. I'm sending it.
Fine. I'll get more awake. Let me get more awake.
That's so
it's funny because I can't see myself because I'm tiny in like the bottom corner, so I can't see myself. But okay, I'm no longer a coffin. I'm perky. A corpse.
Okay, we'll post that on Instagram.
The bag.
Yeah, we'll post it. Like I do look like I'm dead. Go look on Instagram,
turn off the
guys.
Noise canceling of my headphone because like I can't hear myself, so I'm like so scared that I actually said the F word, but I didn't. Anyway.
You didn't. You did not. I heard it. I heard it loud and clear.
Yeah, you didn't.
Okay, so
this just in: Becky Calhoun is homophobic.
Yeah,
No,
she is that.
Sorry.
No. Okay, so we have a run-of-the-mill large black suitcase. You know, classic. No markings on it that make it look like it's not like anybody else's, which is our first mistake. Normally in the past, you know, not with this bag in particular, but we've traveled with a different suitcase that's like blue, so like we know that's ours. Anyway, normally you'd like tie a scarf or something to your, you know, nondescript black suitcase, but we didn't do that. I honestly didn't even think about it. Anyway, we're coming back from the trip, you know, we have to go through customs. So there's a line to get through customs. You gotta get your passport looked at. They ask you all the questions. And you know what's funny is I was traveling with 4 other people, and it was interesting to hear everyone else's experiences going through these customs situations because they asked like all of us different versions of the same question, and like some of us got questioned more than others. And I'm like, I wonder how they gauge, like, well, this person seems suspicious. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
How do they do that? And like for some reason, Daniel got flagged for being like suspicious, so he got like an extra pat down in Iceland. They said it was because they like picked up some chemical on his hands, but it's probably because he filled up the car with petrol before we got to the airport. So maybe it was something like that.
Listen to her being all European. Petrol.
Petrol. What's the substance on your hands, sir?
He spilled a bit on his jumper.
Petrol.
He spilled some petrol on his jumper. Okay, so yeah, anyway, that's just like a funny sidestep. Okay, so I need to get back on track. The bag. So it takes everybody, different amounts of time to get through customs. If you get towards the front of the line, you're going through. Okay, anyway, all this to say, not everybody arrived to the baggage claim at the same time who got off our flight. And we suspect that our bag was like probably one of the first to come down the carousel or something. And somebody must have like grabbed it right away. So basically we were waiting for a very long time for our bag and it just never came. So we were like, well, shoot. And like everybody we were traveling with got their bags, which was good. I wouldn't have wanted them to have to go through that because for 2 of the people, it was their first time like traveling internationally. Oh, no, for all 3 of them, it was actually. So like I wanted them to have a good experience. Nothing that would like taint them from not wanting to travel again. So I'm like, okay, if it was to happen to anybody, I'm glad it was us because whatever. Anyway, so we made the mistake. If this ever happens to you guys, don't leave the secure part of the airport because it's honestly hell to figure it out if you leave. We could not find like a baggage desk because normally there's like a desk in there where you can go to like file claims and stuff, but we couldn't find it. And this is the Chicago airport, by the way. So like, I don't know. Daniel said he's never not seen one. He's been in a lot of airports. I mean, I have too, but not like the international terminal usually. So I was like, yeah, I guess that would make sense. They'd have some sort of baggage thing. Okay, turns out that they did. We didn't see it anywhere. And we're like walking around talking to employees like, oh, our bag didn't come. Like, what should we do? And they're like, oh, just stick around or whatever. They were like very unhelpful, but whatever. They're probably just busy or whatever. But
O'Hare is a huge airport, like huge. So like you have to walk like a mile just to talk to anybody there, especially at that time of the day. You know? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Exactly. Yeah, it was, and it is a huge airport. There were so many baggage carousels, like so many moving parts. So we suspected that maybe our bag got thrown in with the oversized luggage, but we could not find the oversized luggage in this baggage area. So we decided to just like exit and then go ask somebody what to do. Bad idea. So we walked around for probably like an hour and a half to maybe, I want to say 2 hours. Like just trying to figure out what to do. Yeah. And we kept hitting dead ends. And long story short, we eventually went upstairs to talk to the customer service desk in the like where you check in. And it so happened that the manager of the terminal was standing there. And that's rare. Apparently he doesn't just stand around usually. So he was standing there talking to somebody. And he's like, oh, okay, well, who'd you fly with? Blah, blah, blah. So we tell him. And within a minute, he has the airline on the phone, like their representative in the airport. He's like, hey, I got one of your people here. Their bag never arrived, blah, blah, blah. Talk to them. Okay, so we get their phone number, and they're like, hey, we'll meet you down, like, on the outside of the exit in 10 minutes. Okay, 30 minutes later, she comes and meets us. And she finds out that somebody just took our bag instead of their own because there's a bag there, so it got swapped. Like they just weren't paying attention when they grabbed the bags. And at this point, I'm like, what a stupid idiot. Like truly, I was so annoyed. And I was texting Nicole and Adam the whole time, and I was like, honestly, I just feel like somebody has our bag, and like they're not going to realize until they get home. And like they're going to be like opening it and being like, what the hell? Like, who are these people? Let's put a Bible in this suitcase. I'm just kidding. It's knit sweaters. That's all. And some dirty clothes. But anyway, so.
I know, but someone had the chance to like go through your stuff if they decided to.
I know. That's
so creepy.
I know. Like, I almost wish I took a photo of the suitcase before I closed it to like see if they moved anything around. But it didn't look like it. Like anything there wasn't anything of value in the suitcase besides like some knit sweaters that I bought when I was in Ireland, which were not cheap. So I was like pretty upset about that. But It didn't seem
But
like
also,
anything was touched.
Like, can I just say, like, checking your suitcase coming off of the conveyor belt is probably one of the things that people, like, really inspect before they grab it. Like, what was it, like a 10-year-old who grabbed the suitcase off of there? Like, how do they mistake one luggage for the next? Like, I don't get it.
I know.
Also, the bag that was left, did it look like yours, or?
I was just about to say, it doesn't even look like ours. Like, not even remotely similar. I'm like, how?
I mean,
you should have just took that one and been like, I'm holding this until you give me my suitcase back.
Yeah, I know. Hold it hostage. Literally. Yeah, it's weird because like when she sent us the photo of it, because we couldn't go back into the secure part of the airport, which like I get it, but also like, come on. Anyway. She sent us the photo and it's like gray. It's like black on one side and completely gray, like light gray on the other side. And she's like, is this it? And we're like, no, it's completely black, big suitcase. She's like, okay, well. And then that's when she figured out what happened. But she said that on their baggage list, they had like 5 checked bags. So it's very possible that they were just trying to get out really quickly and like weren't paying attention. But I was like, what an idiot. Like,
still an eye roll for me.
Big eye roll from me as well. And everything was feeling very heightened because I hadn't slept in 24 hours. Like, I purposely didn't sleep on the plane because I didn't want to be jet lagged because we were arriving back at like 6 p.m. And so I wanted to save my tiredness for, you know, when I went to bed that night. So anyway, so I hadn't slept in 24 hours. I barely slept on the plane on purpose. And everything just felt really intense. And we were planning on driving back to Daniel's mom's house, which was 4 hours away. And okay, so after the debacle, it was like 10 p.m. And we realized, okay, we can't drive 4 hours right now. Like, maybe I can make it 2 hours. So we booked a hotel 2 hours away so we can get at least some movement. Like, it was like outside of Davenport in Iowa. And I was driving for maybe like 30 minutes and I was like, I can't do this. Like, I genuinely can't do this. I have to blink really fast. Like, if I blinked too slow, I would start to feel myself falling asleep. And I was just like super
scary.
Yeah, I was like super scared. And I had the music blasting. I had the windows down and it was still happening. And I'm like, okay, no, I can't do this. So I think I drove maybe an hour and then just like very quickly pulled over to a truck stop, put gas in the car, parked, and I think I was asleep within like a minute of like turning the car off. Like, as soon as my eyes closed and I had my jacket on as a blanket, I was out.
Yeah.
In a parking lot. So
no.
Yeah. So I need to paint a picture. So you are in the car with Daniel, his mom, and his sister. Oh, okay.
Okay, so we actually miraculously we drove 2 cars to the airport.
Okay.
So, and Daniel and I were like, why? But, you know, his sister wanted to, and, you know, whatever. Like, it doesn't matter. We had a lot of luggage anyway. I think nothing would have fit. Like, all of our luggage would not have fit in one car, I don't think, anyway. So, actually, it worked out. But,
okay.
Yeah, so when the luggage situation was happening, I was like, you know what, you guys go and, like, get your car, make sure all the tires are good, and, we'll catch up with you, because like we thought it was something small, and so they were out there and then it wasn't, and they're like, okay, and I was like, please just like go. I don't want you to have to wait for us, because if there's a vehicle for you to take home, you should. So they did,
right?
And they got home at like 1 a.m. so it was like late for them too. But it would have been even later if they waited. So anyway, that debacle aside, the bag was delivered to us today, like about 24 hours after we got home. So, I mean, it was really fast. It was like FedExed overnight, which was good. So, and it wasn't even the airline's fault. Like, I can't even be mad at the airline. It's just this idiot that didn't check the bag. So, yeah. But after we slept and like had a shower, I was like, this is not a big deal. It's fine.
Yeah. But, you know, being tired and then having a long flight and just wanting to get to your dogs or get to like your own house, like it's totally understandable.
Yeah.
I would have been frustrated.
Yeah. And it's hard for me in moments like that to not be a jerk in public. And And like everyone was super understanding. Like it's not like I was being like flowery sunshine girl and like nobody was offended. I'm like, thank God for city people in this moment, because like literally nobody batted an eye. Like they were like, yeah, I get it, and I'm like, yeah. So anyway, what do we do? Like, what do you think?
Nicole's response was, be a Karen and get a hotel room. Make them pay for it.
Yeah.
Make them pay.
And Becca's like, how do I make them pay for it?
If it was a baggage lost situation, 100%. Like I
should post a photo of a screenshot of our conversation because it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, we should.
There's the explicit. Sorry.
But yeah. Prior to all of that, the trip was really fun. We just like brief overview. We arrived on a Monday and we were in Dublin. And actually, I'm going to be honest, Dublin was my least favorite place that we went.
Really?
Yeah,
wow.
Just because it felt, and like we went to a few cities, but like Dublin is probably the biggest city in Ireland, I think. And it, like you could tell, like it was very congested. And we were like in the city as well because we were only there for like a day and a half. So, you know, we wanted to see a bunch of stuff. And it was cool for sure. Like it was very beautiful. The food was amazing. It's just that other places, in my opinion, were so much better. But I'm not much of a city person when I travel anyway. Like I like cities, but I like more of the countryside. I just feel like that's more me. But Dublin, there was like, we went to the museum. Oh wait, museum. What? We went to the library. And it was amazing. Like this huge library that is like absolutely iconic. It was beautiful. But yeah, like it was great to walk around and like see things. But honestly, like driving around the countryside and like we stayed in a castle one night and like walking around the grounds of the castle, so it was life-changing. Like it was so beautiful. You posted a video and I literally watched it like 5 times because I was like, Becca, okay, I'm convinced my friend is a fucking liar. Like this is not real. There's no way that this is real footage. I know.
It was so beautiful.
Yeah, it was incredible. I mean, and it was still like early spring, so not everything was grown in, and I just like can't even imagine what it looks like when it's not. Like when it is grown in. It was so beautiful. Yeah. And we did like, you know, a few touristy things. Like we went to the what is it called? Oh, the Titanic Museum in Cork.
Yeah, you did.
And it was really interesting. Like I feel like I didn't necessarily learn anything new because like we learned about Titanic in school and my sister loves Titanic. Like that was the thing that she fixated on as a child. Like every child has their like history thing that they fixate on.
Same.
What was your guys's?
Titanic.
Titanic for you, Adam?
Yes, 100%.
I don't know.
I've seen every documentary. Me and your sister could be friends.
Like,
we could have a full-blown
are you talking about a TV show they fixated on?
No, like a moment in history. Like for me, it was ancient Egypt.
Oh, mine was World War II.
Oh,
World War II.
Oh.
Okay.
Because I went to the
Wait, mine
Holocaust
was
Museum like in junior high, and I was like obsessed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mine was Titanic, and not like ancient history, like current events still to this day, but like the Bermuda Triangle fascinates me too. Like that was a big one for me when I was younger.
Yeah, I think there's conspiracy theorists like in you for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%. For sure. I'm here for it, all of it.
Yeah. It was so interesting though, like the Titanic. Like, okay, actually, I'm really surprised that there aren't more movies surrounding the Titanic. Like,
I know.
I only know of one, like the Titanic movie.
Yeah.
No, there's a few. There's like 3, I think, that were pretty big. Yeah, but there's like a shit ton of documentaries. Yeah.
Okay, I need you to text me those movies because as I was walking through and like they were talking about like how lavish and like luxurious, because like on the Titanic, even the third class was like really, really, really nice. Like running water, like all the stuff that, I don't know, it's just things. It was like a cruise ship. Literally, I was in there, I was thinking of you, Adam. I'm like, this is a cruise ship. Like, Adam would love this. I'm glad you didn't go on the ship, but yeah, like they were just the way they were describing it. I feel like modern day cruising was inspired by like the philosophy of the Titanic.
Oh, for sure. I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, was this like one of those Titanic museums that like has the building shaped like the Titanic with like the flowing water, or was it like because I'm thinking about like Branson. You probably saw the Titanic Museum in Branson.
Yes, I did.
Okay, when you told me you were at the Titanic Museum, that's what I pictured. And in my head, the first thought was, why would she go to Ireland to go to one of those?
I've never heard of this.
But then I'm like, okay, it probably isn't like that at all. It's probably like a classy museum.
It was like, I mean, it was definitely like tourist trappy, which like I tend to avoid that kind of stuff. But you know, when you're traveling with other people, like everyone has different interests. So you're like, okay, let's go. And it was fun. Like there was like, it was funny because like if there was a tourist shop with like the t-shirts and the globes, like we were gonna walk in and they were gonna look at everything, and I was like, really? Yeah, this is fun, like whatever, like, you know, it was just like funny. Like traveling with other people is funny. I mean, it was one of those situations where like I actually never like not enjoyed it, you know what I mean? Like there were obviously moments where I was like, all right, I'm ready to be alone for a little bit, but like for the most part, especially traveling with like your in-laws, I felt like I might, I don't know, have more moments where I wanted to be alone, but I really didn't feel like that. So I was relieved.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, they were really good company. So yeah, so other than that, my favorite city that we went to was Galway. I feel like Galway is more my speed personally. It felt like smaller, a little bit more like intimate. Like I don't know, there's something about Galway that I really liked. But yeah, that
was this your first time in Ireland?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, and I want to go back so bad. And I feel like this trip has sort of like made me want to change my travel philosophy, because I used to be very like, I want to go to as many countries as I can in one trip, like all of the countries. But when we went to Iceland, we saw basically the entire country. And we didn't see everything, but you know, we went around and did like a really deep dive. And I felt like when I left, I was like an expert on Icelandic history, and like I just knew so much about it, and I loved it. I love learning about the history and like learning about how a country came to be and like how it works now. It's just really cool because I feel like, you know, you're not going to learn about one specific country that in depth in school. So it's really cool because Ireland is particularly like really into their history and like sharing about their history. And like we saw so many castles with like we went to this place and it was definitely a tourist trap. Like we told a local we were going there and they're like, really, you're gonna go there? So I was a little worried, but we got there. I'm like, this place is awesome.
I'm just looking up a map. You literally drove the entire width of the country because Galway is on the other coast from Dublin.
Yeah, so we went from Dublin down to like the Wicklow Mountains and like through Cork and then Dingle and then up
Dingle. I can't get over that name.
I know, Dingle.
Dingleberry.
But yeah, but this castle, it was okay. You guys, I hope you think this is cool. It was a medieval village that was completely like restored with the castle restored, and like there was original pieces in all of these places. Like the houses were like, it wasn't the exact things that were in that house, but they like put things that would have been, you know what I mean, like restored.
Yeah.
And there were like fires in the fireplaces actually on. Like it was just so cool. And in the castle, it was a lot of original furniture, and like you couldn't go like into the rooms. They had it like fenced off, but you could look into them, and like the textiles and the furniture. Like Daniel is like so into woodworking. Like he loves woodworking, and or he admires woodworking, I guess. I don't know. He used to do it more when he was whatever. Anyway, so every time we'd like pass by something, he was like, "Oh, this woodworking is amazing." And it's just cool. They just like, they did so many cool things with like no modern tools. Like they didn't have routers, they didn't have drills, they didn't have anything like that. They were probably just using like a chisel, yeah. just like
Chisel,
the
yeah.
detail in this work, it just looks like it's 3D printed. It's just insane. So anyway,
Yeah, that's nuts.
that's like a quick summary of the trip and my thoughts. And it was amazing. It was amazing to see sheep. The Cliffs of Moher was beautiful. We saw it on the perfect day.
Yeah, those pictures were amazing. And I want to point out, Becca has a highlight on her Instagram, like her De La Plants Instagram. If you want to check out any of these pictures that we're swooning over, those cliffs, I was like, she's a liar. It was so crystal clear and beautiful. And like somehow you took those photos and you captured the depth like perfectly, because I felt like I was literally looking at a live photo.
Wow. From a photographer, that means a lot. Thank you.
Wait, did you wake
You're
up in the
welcome.
middle of the night in the castle and just like think that you were seeing ghosts? Because I would have done that. I would have woke up in the middle of the night and been like, I can't look around because I'm going to see a ghost.
Oh my gosh.
That's scary.
No, I actually slept so good. The bed was so comfortable. I slept and I did not wake up. I actually didn't even think about the ghosts, but like there's for sure ghosts because lots of people died in castles, like a lot.
Oh yeah. Wait, so you said there were some hiccups though. Were there any other than the luggage?
Oh, okay. So I had some fraudulent charges on my card.
No.
This happened to me while I was there, so I had to shut off my card, and
like your debit card?
Yeah,
or credit card.
Yeah, my debit card, and I don't have a credit card, which now I'm getting one because that was scary.
Oh yeah,
Citibank
that is
double
so
cash back.
scary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's what we're gonna do. Yeah. But yeah, and also, well, yeah, it's all good now. I called my bank and they investigated it and decided, yes, this is fraud. So I'm getting the money back. So it's okay. It's a moment where I'm happy to have one of those big, national banks, because my family members, they couldn't use their cards because their bank didn't recognize Ireland. And if they had any fraud, like they wouldn't cover it. So
no.
Yeah. That was a moment. That was a moment. I was like so stressed out for a minute there.
Were they high charges?
It was three charges of $260, and then they tried $1,000 and it declined. And I don't know why that declined, but these other ones didn't. Like maybe because it was a high number, but yeah.
Well,
so
oh, sorry.
Sorry. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, the bank I work for, we have a limit, $1,000 a day for debit cards. So if anything past that is going to decline. But yeah, I would agree. It's weird because like the bank I work for is a small bank, and when I went to Europe, I used my debit card everywhere, and it was fine. So it's just like some banks, I think some smaller banks are just like, no, we're not going to let you do that, which is weird.
Yeah, yeah, and their bank is tiny. Yeah. And it's been fine for Daniel. I mean, I think he's, well, anyway, that's a lot of personal financial information. Maybe I shouldn't say that. But anyway, I'll stop there. You don't need to edit that out.
That sucks though. There's nothing worse than that, like on vacation. Well, I'm sure there's other things that are worse, like you're losing your luggage. But you know what I mean? Like that's like a what the fuck scenario.
Yeah. Yeah. It felt very invasive. Like, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, this is my money. I've worked really hard to save up for this trip. And you think you can just take my card and have fun? Yeah. Go on a joyride? Like, I was actually wondering, like, how did they even get my card information? But like, there's like little scanners that you can put up to a purse or whatever, like there's that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then this is the weird thing. Okay, so I booked a room through Expedia, one of the rooms, and so I booked 3 rooms for this night. Okay, I'm painting the picture here, and only one of them was canceled. The one that was under my name was canceled, and I got an email that said, "Sorry, you changed your plans. Your room was canceled." And I was like, that's weird. I didn't cancel the room. So I'm on chat with Expedia and they're like, yeah, you did cancel you did cancel it. It was through the app. And I was like, I didn't. Like, why would I cancel one room? And they're like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you're going to have to rebook. Like, we can't do anything. Like, you were refunded because it was within the refund period. But, yeah, you canceled the room. And I'm like, okay, it wasn't me.
What
Stop saying
the
that.
heck? That is so weird.
This is reminding me of the identity theft, though. Like, did you look into that at all?
I am going to have to now. Yeah, I really do need to. And that was the first thing that popped in my head, honestly. But, like, what a strange thing. Like, what a strange thing to attack. Like, my Expedia account? Like, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
That is
but
really
yeah, that's
weird.
the first thing that popped in my head. And then I went to rebook the room, and they were full. And so then I, whatever. And I was emailing the hotel, like, do you still have a reservation? Whatever. I was emailing them, and they're like, actually, we're sorry to inform you, but like the Irish government is requesting that we give all of our rooms to Ukrainian refugees. So actually all of your bookings need to be canceled. And I was like, okay, cool. So
shoot.
I had to like,
wait, I just thought of something.
What
if someone was like hacking Becca and they got into your Expedia, or they somehow saw your charges and got into your Expedia and was trying to get to cancel to get a refund on the room, and when they realized it was just going to go right back onto the card, they decided not to do the other ones.
Oh.
You know how some places let you get like a check in the mail or like refund through another source?
Different card.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
So
sorry,
you had
that
to
just
find a
popped into
whole
my
new
head.
hotel for everybody.
Yeah. And then when we
Wow.
arrived to that hotel, this is where it gets kind of weird. Okay. So we show up, and it was 2 separate bookings. Okay. It's a little confusing because I had to rebook mine and Daniel's room at a different hotel because I didn't know that the refugee situation was going to happen yet. So I found that out afterwards. So then I went to book 2 other rooms for my other family members. And so it's 2 separate reservations. Anyway, I booked them all under my name at first, but then I changed 2 of the rooms to their name because I don't know why I felt like I needed to do that. I was just like worried. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So I show up, and okay, also because I thought that it was just going to be me and Daniel at this hotel, I saw that they had their like deluxe suite for like 30 euros more. And I was like, well, hell yeah, I'm going to get the deluxe suite. It has a living room. It has a bathtub. It's like jets. It had jets in the bathtub.
Jets.
Yeah, it did.
So like
Yeah,
I was
did.
really excited. And then I was like, oh shit, I have to book other people and they don't have any more deluxe suites. Like, this is awkward. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it to my sister-in-law. Like, she, whatever. We're gonna have them take the room. So I arrive and she's like, hi. Well, I only have 2 rooms booked under you. Like, one of them was canceled. And I was like, you're kidding me. This happened again? And this is through booking.com. And she's like, yeah, like it canceled. Like, I only have 2 rooms for you. And I'm like, that's just what's going on here, because this is a pattern now. So I believed the situation. I believed it right away. I was like, well, yeah, this happened to me with Expedia. And she's like, that's so weird. Like, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Eventually we find out that their system never updated with the names. And that's what tripped her up. That's why she was confused. And she thought that I canceled.
Oh.
Because it wasn't under my name. I said three rooms booked under Rebecca De La Paz. And there's only 2. Which doesn't make sense. There should have only been 1, but whatever. Anyway.
Yeah.
So that would be...
That is so strange.
Yeah, those are the not so fun moments of the traveling experience. But honestly, like, I still had a great time. It was still really fun, and I do need to research because somebody is probably trying to steal my identity, and that's a scary thought.
It is scary. Yeah.
Did Daniel's mom and sister have a blast? Did they have a lot of fun?
Yeah, they had so much fun. It was it was really cool to see like all this stuff with them. And just like experience, I don't know, just like the fun parts of travel with them. And like it was funny because we were all crammed in this little car. Well, it wasn't little. It was an SUV, but there was 5 adults and all of our luggage. And so it was just like funny. Like we spent a lot of time together in the car and, you know, it was fun. We were driving around looking at all the beautiful sheep and fields and paddocks, and it was great.
Did you vlog at all?
Yeah.
I did. I don't know how the video is going to turn out. Like, I will put together the footage. I just don't know. It's one of those situations where I have no idea how the video is going to turn out.
That'd be great.
Just as like on a like a storyline way, because I did film everything, but I don't know how I'm going to make it all make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
You're great at that, though. No
Voiceovers.
pressure, but you are.
Yeah, voiceovers. Oh God, I'm scared. Anyway, I talked for entirely too long. Entirely.
No, that was expected. I wanted to hear all
Me
of
too.
the deets, and you said that, you know, you had a lot to say, so I was prepared. I was excited is a better word.
Okay.
But anyway, that was a lot of fun. I definitely want to visit Ireland now. I am Irish. Snapple fact.
Oh.
I am. So I just want to visit. I want to go there, you know?
That's why you can hold your liquor so well.
Yeah, and that's why I turn beet red very often and fry in the sun.
Beautiful. I love it. I love it.
Adam, how was your week?
You know, this week's been like very uneventful. Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, boring. My friend Zach his birthday was yesterday, so we had a birthday dinner for him, and that was fun.
Oh, fun.
But other than that,
did you guys go somewhere?
Yeah, we went to Arizona Wilderness, which is like a brewing place here in town. So,
Ooh, nice.
yeah, it was fun. But yeah, boring. Like I really have done absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was in Dublin once, by the way, and I enjoyed it. But it's the only part of Ireland I saw. So,
Really?
and I think I went to the zoo because the tiger or the lion at the beginning of like the MGM movie thing, you know, where the lion goes, "Rawr." That lion was in the Dublin Zoo, and I was like, oh, I have to see it.
Shut up.
But,
what?
I mean, it just looks
Okay,
like
that's
every
something
other
I would
lion.
have to do too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's so cool. Like you could say, like, I saw that lion. You know, that one right there.
I
I saw him.
The very one.
You met him.
But I think my hostel was in like the downtown area by all the bars because it was a row of bars. Did you see that area?
Oh, well, there is like the temple bar. Does that sound familiar? Temple bar?
It does sound familiar.
It's like a whole block, and it's one bar, but it's like different. You know, it's like all the same company or whatever. Yeah, I feel like it would be a really fun place to go with like when you're in college and you got your beer and you're in a hostel. Like, I can see it being really great for that kind of a trip.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was, wasn't it?
It was a little bit.
Yeah. Did you like Guinness?
I do, yeah. Oh, I did tour the Guinness factory
Guinness.
too. I forgot about that. Yeah, I went to the Guinness factory.
We were gonna do that, but we didn't get to it.
Yeah. It's a really cool, it was a cool place. I liked all the bridges. I thought it was a cool, like, city.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Also, I'm making a concerted effort not to say like so much because in editing these episodes, I'm sitting here thinking, what the hell is your problem? Why do you say that word so many times?
Oh, no.
I'm like trying to make a conscious effort on our season finale to not use it.
Oh no.
The pressure.
But other than that, I got new beneficial bugs. I signed up for a subscription when I ordered the first ones.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just sent me another one, so I released those, and then I found mites on another Hoya that was kind of secluded, so like the bugs hadn't gotten to it. Yeah, it's just one of those weeks where you just realize you still have pests, and it's just a little sad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we're making it through.
You're making it through, and those little worker bugs, man. They're amazing. They're incredible.
They're doing the Lord's work.
They're working 9 to 5.
But thankfully, our co-host, Nicole, decided to finally join TikTok. And you've kept me entertained this week. Because holy shit, you've posted so many videos.
Okay, here. I have a theory. Yes, I joined TikTok finally. I know. I'm pretty sure I'm like over 2 years behind on this.
Yeah.
Because TikTok's been around for a lot longer than that, but but it like blew up when COVID hit, you know, and that's like when everybody I knew was joining TikTok, you know. But the reason I'm posting so much is because I'm testing this app out. I'm enjoying it. It's fun, but I'm also seeing like what picks up and what doesn't, you know, because I'm just trying to get TikTok famous. That's what I'm here for.
Okay.
I saw your one video where you literally stitched somebody and all you did was just do this and it had a ton of views. Isn't it so weird?
It's the most views. It's so weird because I did a couple of them and I was like, oh, okay, people are going to like these. Like it's, you know, the sound went viral and like all this, you know, and I'm still learning. But that one with the snippety snip is the most viewed, and I didn't think that was going to get any. I thought people were going to think like, what is this? What is she doing? But anyway, it's been fun. Were you done with your week update?
Yeah, I was trying to I was trying to sheepdog over to you because I have nothing to say.
Okay. Nice transition. So that's pretty much like the highlight of my week. I mean, I did that. So I've been on there. But today we actually built a garden bed. We took out our old garden bed and we kind of redid that area and we made it like an area just for the dogs to go potty in pretty much. So we laid a bunch of stone. The grass was all really damaged from them like peeing everywhere. So we redid that whole area and the garden bed was like falling apart anyway. Mm-hmm. So my mom was like, okay, let's research and get a new garden bed. A company reached out to me and I was like, well, do you want this or not? And she's like, oh yeah. So we did it and I really like it. It's I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Oli Gardens and it's galvanized metal, but it was pretty simple to put together. Like I was like, okay, they have something going on here. So we built that today and I was like, in the full blazing sun, like you said, Becca, it was like noon and you went outside for 10 minutes and came back in. We finished the bed probably at like 11 and it was already like, it had to have been already like at least 88 degrees outside. Oh my God. And I was just like, cause I was filming the whole thing too. So I was like kind of like in and out of the house. And I came back in right after we were done and I was like, okay, sweet. I'm just going to sit in this air conditioning until it's time to record the podcast because we record the podcast at 12. And I was looking through footage on my camera and I was like, okay, cool. Got some good stuff. And I went to go shut my camera off and the power in the house just completely blew. Like everything went off. It was the weirdest thing. I was like, what? I knew it wasn't because of that, but like, it was just weird, you know? And funny. So turned out that there was this like huge accident. We live right off of a highway and there was like this huge accident on the highway and there was a fire and the whole block was out. So we were without power for like a few hours, but in the midst of being out of power, I'm doing research as how long like food is okay in the refrigerator for before you have to like put it in the freezer or like put it on ice, you know? And Ted's like, you know what? We better go get ice. I was like, okay, I have to pick up Mia from school in an hour. Let me just go buy some ice. And I went to Walmart and it was like 200 degrees in my car. I know I'm complaining. You guys are Arizonians, but I cannot handle this kind of heat mid-May. I just cannot do it.
It's a bit early for it.
Are spring and fall like your seasons because you hate the cold?
Yes. Okay. Yes, it is. And I dislike the like tundra temperatures. Like nobody likes it to be like 5 degrees outside, but I will take 5 degrees over 90 degrees any day of my life, like any day. So Becca's like, no,
I'm the opposite.
Yeah, I just can't. I can't do it. So I get in the car and I like can't even touch the steering wheel. I'm hauling ass to Walmart to buy these bags of ice that I know are going to probably melt on the way home anyway. And I get back home and 15 minutes after I get back home, the power goes back on, which is great. Like, it's great, but I spent $20 on frozen water for nothing. And yeah, that was my day today. That was my little story.
Was your mom kind of a mess about the power? She's like, Cole-Ann, everything's gonna go bad in the fridge.
Yeah. She's like, we better go get ice. Luckily, we have a deep freezer in the basement, so I felt like we didn't have to go buy the ice, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
You know? I could have just like popped everything in the deep freezer and it would have been okay. ComEd was like guesstimating the power to come back on at like 6 o'clock, and stuff in the freezer is supposed to last for at least 24 hours if you don't like keep opening it, you know?
Yeah.
But man, during that time, I made a TikTok because what else am I going to do? You know, I got my phone. But like I was thinking about it and I was like, the amount of times I went to go open the refrigerator and stop myself, the amount of times I went to go try to turn the TV on or a light switch was just so embarrassing. And knowing that the power is out, I'm like, it's amazing how people survived before there was electricity. And then I like had to check myself and be like, yeah, bitch, you are very privileged to even have these things, you know?
Yeah.
So it was, I don't know. But anyway, we have a garden bed, we have power, and we're good. We're back in but that's the reason we're recording so late, is because my laptop would have never made it this long if I couldn't charge it, you know?
Yeah.
So
I'd like to see a photo of this garden bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll show you one. I'll show it to you. The video is going to come out next Friday, May 20th. But
so it'll be right before this episode is released.
Oh, yay. Yeah. Go check it out, you guys. Go check it out. Also, my birthday is May 21st.
Yeah.
So it's the Saturday before this is released. So, you know, show me some love. No, I'm just kidding. We all know I really...
Happy birthday.
We all know I'm not really big on birthdays, but, you know, it's the last year of my 30s. So it's like, oh, it's a little sad.
Yeah.
Birthday gonna be blues. 40 next year. Yeah.
40. Wow.
40. I know.
Wow.
Shh. Change of subject. All right, guys, let's get into the episode. 50 minutes in. That's okay.
I'm having one of those moments where I'd like to just delete and restart because I feel like I talked so much.
Oh, no, not at all.
Absolutely not. You didn't at all. That was a great story. Series of stories.
Well, yes. Too many stories, in fact.
Okay, so back to today's episode topic, which is, I think it's a really fun one. It's a fun one to end the season with, you know, because you guys are funny people. Yes. Let me just tell you, when you guys write in with these stories, I mean,
I think the audience participation episodes are some of my favorite ones. Like, it's just so fun.
Same. Yeah, same. Okay, so I have a few stories, which I'm going to feel like I'm talking forever, but I wrote them in my notes, so I'm the only one that can read them. But I was thinking I'll read those, and then we can switch off to you guys, and you guys can check Instagram. Sound good?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay. So pretty much what we asked you guys is to share your like plant horror stories where you felt like you murdered your plant and like that you were the monster in this. And this was an idea Becca had, and I thought it was hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
So
yes, this was actually inspired by my friend who texted me saying that she vacuumed up a cutting. So she was at the car wash and she was doing the self vacuum, and she had just picked up a white princess, and it was sitting in her cup holder.
And she wrote in, and she said that she did, and she said that she's like, I think I was the one who inspired this episode topic.
Well, maybe we'll just wait to read it from her words.
Okay. But that was hilarious.
Yeah, she absolutely inspired. I was like, wait a minute, we need to do an episode, because if this happened to her, then this has definitely happened to other people. So.
Yeah. Okay, all right, let's get started. First one is from Sophia Morales, and she wrote, which I feel like her story, we can all relate to her story. Okay. She said, I have a story. Just rehabbed a Hoya that had mites. I had treated it, chopped it, propagated it, and when I went to pot it up, I broke off the new leaf that it had finally pushed out. I mean, I feel like I've done this at least 3 times in my plant journey. I feel like I have. I don't know. But that's a lot of preparation up to that like repot. Like she just went through it with that plant and then she broke off that leaf. Like,
been there.
Gosh.
Oh, it's the worst feeling ever.
It really is the worst feeling. Sorry for that pause too. I lost my train of reading.
I've propagated some Hoya wet sticks and they've actually grown leaves, so if you do that, you can still try it.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Well, that's true because they could grow roots from any point of the...
Yeah, as long as there's a node for like the new vine to grow out of, you're golden.
Yeah. I'm sure it's too late for her. But...
Honestly, though, if I went through that situation, I'd have been like, I'm done with you. Like, you've broke my heart. No,
seriously,
thank you.
You're going in the trash.
Yeah. I'm going to start with Jeanette. Okay, Jeanette says, I had a beautiful alocasia poly and a black velvet. I accidentally left them outside, and the sun came out.
And the sun came out.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Fried them very, very quickly, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I wasn't going to go in order, because I just saw the one from Plant M Lobo.
Mm-hmm.
They said, I was taking a video of a brand new pricey orchid I just bought, and then I dropped it and broke off the spike and all of the blooms.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Rest in pieces.
Oh my gosh.
Camera eats first. Oh man.
And that sucks. Oh my gosh.
This one's from Sonia Teresa. She said, I had ordered a baby string of pearls online. When it arrived, I opened the package and then I immediately dropped the plant. It fell out of the tiny planter and I tried to gently place it back together. It died completely like a week and a half later. LOL, RIP.
She's probably like losing little pearls every time she tried to touch it. Just drop it.
Yes.
String of pearls, though. I am so torn between like wanting one and never, ever, ever having one.
Yeah, I know. I have 2, one regular green form, a variegated one, and then I have a string of tears, which I swear is like, it's a variegated string of tears, but it looks exactly the same. And they're doing okay. But I shouldn't have said that because,
No, they're not.
I'm not looking at them at all. All right.
Okay. I'm just starting at the bottom. Accidentally got my first Monstera seedling stuck to a sticky trap, tore one of its first leaves apart. Raise your hand if you've done this. I have done this, and it is the worst feeling realizing that that a leaf is stuck to a sticky trap because there's literally no coming back.
No, there's not.
There has been one occurrence where I was able to get the leaf off, but it was very slow and it was very painful for the plant, I'm sure. Only one time. Other than that, every single time the leaf is done.
Done.
Yeah, it's done. I'm having a fungus gnat issue right now, and the amount of yellow sticky traps in my plant collection, my collection's glowing with sticky traps. And there's a few plants that I just can't get the sticky trap in the pot without it almost touching a leaf, and it's terrifying.
I've gotten my hair caught in sticky traps before.
Oh my God.
So bad.
A used sticky trap?
Yeah, I was leaning over a plant, and it was just like,
that's
just
even
a
worse.
mix of gnat carcass and goo in my hair.
Gnat carcass.
Gross.
Ah! Do you guys remember when I posted that video and I was wearing that fluffy sweater, and for like 5 minutes in the video there was a sticky trap stuck to my arm and I didn't notice?
Yes.
A used sticky trap at that.
That's great.
Horrible.
I have to go watch that again.
Absolutely
Okay.
horrible.
Okay, this next one comes from Miss Taylor Renee. They said, I accidentally sprayed my entire succulent collection with bleach water. Which
I wonder what she probably just grabbed the wrong bottle, right?
Yeah, you gotta label your bottles, people. Bleach water. Oh, that was probably really detrimental.
Ooh. Yeah, that was bad.
I want to like know what the reaction was like once they saw all the plants, like putting 2 and 2 together, like, oh shit, you know?
Yeah.
Or like, did they realize as they were spraying, or once all the plants were like dead, you know? And did they die? Oh,
how quickly would
questions.
they die?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Well, I guess we
I
could
don't want
just
to find
ask
out.
Miss Taylor. Let us know how quickly it took.
Yeah, well, we have questions. Can you send us an email? Okay. The next one is from Altum Roots on Instagram. They said, hey, love the podcast. My plant murdering story is this. My philodendron Florida ghost got a new leaf that was perfect. Huge, too. I literally went to look at the plant. Perfect. I literally went to look at the plant at least 5 times a day because it was looking so good. Well, I grow most of my plants on moss poles, my Florida ghost as well. Well, I make them myself, and it was a journey to get them stable enough so they don't fall over. Meaning I got some sturdy ass moss poles and some not so stable ones. My Epipremnum pinnatum variegata is on one of the less stable poles. And while I was watering it, of course, had to fall on the Florida ghost and ripped a new leaf clean off. To make the situation worse, the Epipremnum had also just gotten a new leaf with its first fenestration.
Oh no.
Of course, that leaf had to break across the middle right where the fenestration was. I'm still traumatized by the whole situation. Oh my gosh.
That's a journey.
That is very traumatic.
That's like a very Urkel moment. Like, did I do that?
Oh, no.
Oh my god, that's so bad. It was like a domino effect.
Yeah, it was. And I bet you like they saw it happening as it was happening, like no, like slow motion.
Yes, anytime Daniel or one of my dogs knocks over a plant, I just watch it in slow motion, and there's nothing I can do.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could dive for it, I guess, but it's going down.
I'm yelling timber.
Yeah. Okay, literally though, my huge Adansonii tree, I was watering it outside a couple weeks ago, and it fell over. Like a gust of wind took it, and I was like, no.
Oh.
And it happened twice too. You think the first time, because it kind of leans a little bit, and like I don't know how to fix that.
Shoot.
So it is a little unstable. Like unless it's, I mean, if a gust of wind hits it, it will fall over. Otherwise, it's fine. But pretty bad. Okay, this is from Gemini Growing. Pulled the sheath off my Florida green last week and completely snapped off the new leaf. My heart sunk. Oh.
I have snapped off many leaves helping philodendrons.
Yeah, somebody else said that about their pink princess. So many broken PPP leaves that need to be rescued.
Yeah.
I just don't I missed it like 4 times a day, and then I let nature run its course because I just can't. I don't want to ruin it.
Or like a really warm cloth you could put on the leaf and it'll help it come out. I've done that before.
Yeah. Oof, helping. It's hard not to want to. Just do it slowly if you're going to, I guess.
Wait, I'm going to tell you a funny story, but it's not about killing a plant. But my friend Lydia, and I didn't even ask her if I could tell this story, but it was a really funny one. She mixed up a bottle of liquid dirt, kind of like Super Thrive. You mix it up in a gallon, you set it there. She came home. I'm not sure if I'm telling this exactly how events happened, but anyway, she came home and she couldn't find the jug. And then her dad mentioned that the tea tasted a little earthy. And he drank the whole jug of the liquid dirt.
He drank it all?
Yeah.
Jug. Is he okay?
Tea. Yeah, he was fine.
Is he still with us to this day?
Have atomic shits? Like,
I don't
my
know.
God.
I never followed up. Lydia can tell us, but yeah, I cracked up so much at that.
Tea was a bit earthy. He's drinking dirt water. He is drinking earth.
Oh, gosh.
Oh. Okay. Oh, Adam, yeah, it's your turn.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I just told that one. But one from Instagram.
Oh, sorry.
No, I can say this one if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's from n.liew, Liew. They said my robot vacuum seems to be obsessed with my Adansonia. It keeps knocking over the pot and vacuuming up the leaves. It has no issues with any of my other plants.
Oh, it's got a vendetta.
Could you imagine just seeing your robot vacuum trailing with your plant, just like?
Oh my God. Okay, I have a personal I have qualms with robot vacuums. I'm against them. They're so loud. Do you guys? Either of you have one?
No,
I do.
But my friend Jessica does, and when I stayed at their house over a weekend, it was 3 a.m, and I didn't realize it was knocking up against the door because I had shut the door. It was like,
oh
no, what the? And then all you hear is,
no.
You're like, Chewbacca? Is that you?
So
okay,
bad.
literally, running them at 3 a.m. is the only time that would be acceptable because my parents have had one for multiple years. Every time I visit, I'm like, please shut that thing off. Because it's just in the middle of the day and it's so loud for an hour. I'm like, please, just get a broom and sweep every morning. 10 minutes is done. Just
don't turn on.
Yeah, they are loud. We have one. I bought it for my mom for Christmas, this past Christmas.
Ooh.
And I thought it would be nice for the main level floor because we do spend time on that floor. Yeah, we do spend time on that floor, but she's usually the one that does the floor upstairs and I take care of the basement because I'm in the basement. And she was just like, there's no right time to run this thing. She's like, you could take it downstairs. So his name is Randy and he lives downstairs rent free, but he does a pretty good job. But I actually came home from vacation and found that Jay had unplugged it. So I actually have yet to ask him why he unplugged it. I'm sure there's a story there.
Yeah.
Because it randomly just goes off. Yeah.
I feel because your dog's shed, but not that much even though. I didn't even notice any hair in your house. Besides the fact that your house is pristine, people still have dog hair, but I didn't notice any dog hair.
Yeah, they do.
But I feel if your dog's shed, that's a really great option because, who has time to be following your dog around with a brush and a broom? I mean, my dogs don't shed, so I don't.
As you're holding a dog brush? Is that a dog brush?
Yes, they're a little comb.
You're who has time to follow a dog around? And you're like...
but actually, if you have long hair dogs like golden retrievers, it's probably not a good idea because the container also gets full really quickly. It'll run an hour and it's full already.
Right. Okay, listen, my parents, as I said, my parents have been doing the robot vacuum thing for a long time. So I think this is their third one. And when it fills up, it will go back to the station, empty itself, and then go back out.
Oh.
Okay, they got the nice one. See, I didn't spend that much money.
Yeah. I think after they went through, like, I think they had 2 prior to this, and they were really nice. They just, they were like, this feels worth it, so let's really upgrade here.
Yeah.
Tell me.
See, that's what I would do.
Tell me
I
your
would upgrade
sister's
to that next
spoiled
time.
without telling me your sister's spoiled. She ain't got
She
to do
doesn't have to
chores.
sweep.
Yeah.
I know. She doesn't have to. What the heck is up with that? Lucky Brookie. She just got the good end of the stick, didn't she? Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we've reached the one that we've been waiting to hear. It was from Monica.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, I had just picked up a white princess cutting. And I was like, you know what? I should clean my car. It's nasty. So I was vacuuming and being really careful not to go near the plant. And somehow, in caps, I must have gone near it because all I hear was gone. Vacuumed it right up.
Oh my gosh.
She vacuumed up the whole damn plant.
That is so
my
funny.
gosh.
And I don't know if she mentioned this. Maybe she doesn't want this part to be said. I don't know. I'll ask her. But she said this to me, that she went inside and asked if there was any way they could open up the vacuum.
Was she successful? Did she have to dig it out of the pits of the vacuum belly?
No, they were like, I don't think so. Like, I don't think that's going to be possible, but like, we'll let you know if we find anything. She's like, okay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
no.
God. Just riding.
I would have asked too.
Just riding that new plant high and then just.
Oh my God, horrifying.
You did a better sound effect than I did.
That was awesome. That was very accurate. She texted me that story and I almost had to pull over the car. I was laughing so hard. Like, I glanced down at a red light. I was like, what? It was so freaking funny. Oh my God.
Oh.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yes.
Thank you everyone who has shared. I mean, it's hilarious.
Yeah, that was great. Okay. Do you want me to read just a couple more from my end and then we'll kind of wrap it up?
Yeah.
Okay. This next one's from Priya. And they said, hi, Potted Together team. Love, love, love your podcast. Very, very early in my plant journey, I had a jade plant gifted to me by a friend. Since it was an indoor, quote unquote, plant, I never realized it still needs a lot of light to thrive. I had kept it in a dark corner of my room and helplessly watched it die a slow death, not understanding why. Oh, we've all been there with our fiddle leaf figs at one point or another, haven't we?
Yes. You know what? There's actually surprisingly a lot of orchid situations. Like, are orchids very sensitive or like fragile?
Yeah.
Oh, like in the stories, right?
Yeah, like lots of people snapping off all the flowers or dropping and.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never owned an orchid. Crazy, right?
That's weird. I
haven't either.
Wait,
really?
Neither of you have ever had an orchid?
Mm-mm.
I think they scare me. Is my thing.
They should.
Oh, guys, this is a funny one. Oh dear.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, Allie Kreklau. I'm really sorry, Allie, if I butchered that name, but hi. Monster plant story here. I used to work at a plant shop, and we had special ordered a customer a Thai constellation. It came in, and it was beautiful in caps. The customer was on their way to pick it up from the shop when I moved it from the back shelf up to the front. When I grabbed it from the shelf, one of the biggest, prettiest leaves got stuck on the shelf and snapped in half.
Oh.
The woman showed up and ended up not buying it because it was broken and not what she wanted.
Oh my
I felt awful for the
God.
customer and the company.
Oh no!
Someone else would have bought it.
I mean, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, what I'm thinking is that the company didn't lose out. They probably just sold it. Like, there's no way they didn't sell it.
If that was,
but like, I would have.
If that was my ass in that plant shop, I would have been like, it showed up like this. I don't know.
Yeah. Just cut it off. Be like, I don't know.
Yeah. This is how it was.
And
sent.
you know what? She doesn't specify if she took the blame for it. So maybe that is what she said.
Yeah.
But my luck, I would be like, it showed up like this, and you would see the leaf like sticking out of the garbage can behind me.
It's like stuck to your foot. It's your one.
Yeah. Oh my god.
They have the surveillance footage of you like messing up the plant. And you're like, I don't know. I unpacked it like this.
I don't know.
Okay.
How are they gonna know?
Yeah.
How are they gonna know?
How would they know? It's one of those situations where you like everyone in the room knows that you farted, but you still have to be like, it wasn't me. I did not fart.
It wasn't me. I don't know what you're talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay.
Just blame the dog.
Always blame the dog. Okay. Gabby Grows says, chopped up a perfectly healthy plant for a more full plant, killed all the props and the plant.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
That's so sad.
God, that hurts.
Do you guys have a plant that you just like consistently break? Like every time?
Oh.
My philodendron royal queen, like the leaves are always getting stuck on that, and I'm a very big like I need to help with your birth plant mom. So I feel like I've broken quite a few leaves that way.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's almost on purpose because it's like, just leave it alone, Nicole.
Yeah.
Leave it alone.
My Hoya Crinkle 8 is like a big vining Hoya, and I have it in a beaded plant hanger that I got from like World Market. Like it's like metal but made of beads. And literally every time I have to take it out to water it, I break a leaf off of it every time.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like a bowl and china shop. I'm just like ripping it out of the pot hanger. Like I'm not even like trying to be gentle. So it's my own fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
I have a philodendron Florida, just a green. Not every single time, but like the last maybe 3 leaves I have broken off, and it has had to start a new growth point every single time. And like we were really getting somewhere with this new growth point, like the leaf was getting big again, and then I fucking I was so mad.
The pain is coming back.
I don't even like that plant very much, but it killed me. Like, and it was an accident too. Like, it's so sensitive. Like, I barely even hit it, and it just was off, and it was on the ground, and I'm like, really? That's it?
So like you hit it like with your hand, or you walk past it and hit it?
Yeah, I just like clipped it with my hand, I think. And like the new leaf was emerging too. Like I could see the tip of it coming out, and I was excited because it looked like it was going to be big. And of course, I freaking hit it, and it broke off. Gosh, I've dropped plants recently. Like I was never ever a clumsy person with my plants. I was very careful, but I don't know what happened just recently in the last like year. Maybe I'm more comfortable. I have no idea, but I've been breaking my plants like way more often. There was a forgetti-eye leaf that was so beautiful and freaking just broke it right off, and I was mortified.
Oh, that is tough.
Gosh.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna say, when like you wait so long for a new leaf to come in and then you break it, it literally stops your heart.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking. Ever. It's so bad.
Yeah.
Steve accidentally knocked over my Billy Etier. My big Billy Etier.
Ooh.
And it's in LECA, so literally that's always a nightmare. And it was my fault. But anyway, 2 leaves snapped off of it. And I'm just like, oh.
Was it your fault, or
it
are you
was
being nice?
No, it was my fault. And those moments like where it's your fault, and like I just got silent because I was mad at myself. Like, why the fuck did I leave the plant sitting there like for 2 full days? Because it's up on the high shelf, and I pulled it down because I
Right.
needed to water it. But then I didn't have nutrient solution mix, so then I just like put it on a step stool in our bedroom so it could be up off the ground. But it was like in the common area where you would walk, you know. And so like I think
Yeah.
he was just in the bathroom and did something and bumped it because I was at my work desk and I just hear the sound of Lekka hitting tile floor.
Oh, God.
And I got up and he's like trying to like fix it, and he felt really bad, and I got really.
I was gonna say, I bet he felt awful.
Yeah.
And he kept like, "Are you mad at me? Are you mad at me?" It's like, "No, I'm not mad at you," but I got really silent because I was mad at myself because like I shouldn't have left the plant there for multiple days because I'm a lazy ass. Like the effort was getting it down from the shelf, and then I was like, "Okay, forget about it. Like whatever."
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, but
Yes.
yeah, it really sucks to just like break off 2 giant leaves, but you know, it'll make it. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It will. It'll grow those leaves back.
Ugh.
But that is still painful.
Sweep up that Lekka. Oof.
Like, I almost feel horrible for Steve because I can't imagine, like, if I break something of someone else's, it is the worst feel, even worse than
Yeah.
if I
Yeah.
broke my own thing. So, like, oh, you
100%.
just feel for him. Daniel is desensitized. Every time he knocks something over, he's like, well, you shouldn't have put it there. Like, now he just doesn't even care. But at first, he'd be like, I'm so sorry. Now he's like, well, it's in my way. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
He's like, Becca, it's in the sink.
my first reaction would never to get mad if I had, because clearly it wasn't in the spot it should have been in. But, oh my
Yeah.
God.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Do you have any more, Nicole?
Yeah, I have a really funny one from our friend Steve. Yeah, I've killed that on Instagram. He he wrote it and said, bought a big Anthurium magnificum a few years ago when they were just $40. $40
$40
for a I mean, come on. Oh my gosh. Drove home with the windows down. Heard the flapping in the back seat, but didn't pay attention. Had the music going. Arrived home with a shredded plant. But guess what? It's still alive today.
Shredded.
Oh my God.
Shredded.
God.
Shredded.
That's so funny.
I wonder what music he was jamming to.
man.
What do you guys think he was
I know.
listening to?
I think Lizzo.
Lizzo? I'm gonna say
I'm gonna need a sentimental man or woman.
man or woman to
Pump
pump
me
me
up.
up. I'm gonna say Rolling Stones.
I'm going
Beast
with
of
Wilson
Burden?
Phillips. Hold on for one more day. Somebody's
Wilson
gonna
Phillips?
make you want
Hold
to turn
on
around
for-
and say goodbye.
Turn around and say goodbye.
Till then, baby.
Till then, baby.
You guys didn't hear my joke.
No, I didn't. I'm sorry.
Wait, what did you
Please
say?
sing it.
I said
What'd you
Beast
say?
of Burden.
Beast of Burden.
Wait, what?
I'll never be a beast of burden.
Oh.
Burden. Oh.
See, I'm bad with song
Hard
names.
enough. I'm right.
You're probably right, Becca, actually. Now I could see him listening to that.
To see.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
That is so
that was a
funny.
good one. Plant was shredded.
Oh my god.
Maybe he had an Aqua. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
In a Barbie world.
Amazing. What do you guys listen to? Like, what's your go-to Windows Down song?
Oh, Queen. Hands down.
Yeah.
Queen?
Queen's good.
Just anything Queen?
Anything Queen. Queen, Pink.
Oh, Pink.
I love Pink. Pink is bae. What else lately? I've been jamming out to some Leanne Rimes lately. Who's she? She's actually she's actually making a comeback. She's making a comeback. She's making a comeback. Leanne Rimes. What else is on my playlist?
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, Nicole.
Yeah, it's
I'm pretty
usually
sure Becca said, "What's your window down song?"
I have multiple.
I know,
I'm
I'm just kidding.
eclectic, okay?
I'm a Journey.
No, I'm just
I like to jam out to Journey or Styx.
Journey.
But
Okay,
my window-
okay.
My driver's side window currently doesn't roll down, so that's dampering that whole windows down song.
Oh no.
No.
I need to get a new car.
Yeah, me too.
It sucks because, in Arizona, you roll the windows down for a little bit till the air conditioner kicks on, and I'm just like, just hotboxing it in my car.
Yikes.
Oh, you're freaking toast.
Yeah.
Toasting yourself. I usually go for, if I had to go with a singular song, I can't. Britney.
See, it's just hard.
Britney
Spears
is always good. If Daniel knows I'm in a bad mood, he'll play Britney.
Yeah, Britney's good.
I freaking love Toxic. Or
I love
Stronger. Yeah.
I personally have really been loving Gimme More lately.
Oh.
It's Britney, bitch.
Gimme,
It's like the
Blackout
beginning.
era.
gimme.
I love that album. She's just a queen. Britney is a queen. She always will be. She always has been.
I'm going to see New Kids on the Block next month.
Oh, you are?
my
That's right, in
age.
Wisconsin,
I
right?
forgot about that.
Showing my age. No. I'm going to see them in Chicago at the United Center.
Where did I get that from? I don't know.
Not United Center. In Rosemont.
Okay.
I'm so tired
There's
right
more,
now.
but I don't
I'm
know
like
if
half a person right now. I'm so
It's
tired.
almost 10 o'clock.
Your eyes
you
are
guys.
barely open. Like
I know.
if you were stoned, like I feel like I could picture what stoned Becca would look like, because it's like you're just so droopy.
She said, "I'm like half a person right now, guys."
Oh my god. Yeah, actually my eyes were definitely not all the way open.
I came back from being a corpse. Becca's on her way. She's almost
I'm on my
asleep.
way to becoming a corpse.
And there's more, but I don't know. Should we stop?
Yeah.
How many more? Okay, yeah.
Wait. I think we need to.
There's two. I have two more.
Okay.
Okay, this one's funny. I'll do this one. Then maybe we'll stop after this one.
Okay.
Is that okay? All right. Last one, guys. This is from Olivia Beckwith. And she said, I was so excited about a variegated jade I bought one morning. I left it in my car all day in the middle of July. Probably thinking something along the lines of, oh, it's just like its natural environment. It'll be fine. Twas not fine. If you can bake cookies on your dash, you definitely can fry a jade plant in the back seat. Mm-hmm. I did receive it through. Wait, sorry. I did revive it through. Though, oh my God, cut that out. Let me go back. Don't cut it out. I'm just kidding. That's too much work. I did revive it though, and it started pulling out new growth again. But also, I definitely gave it away or something because I was sick of looking at it.
Oh, heartbreak.
July.
Oh my God. That's
July.
That's almost as bad as my trying to install a cactus in my car permanently as a fixture. You guys remember that?
Yeah.
No. Wait, what?
I saw a bunch of people put like cacti in their like as the dangly thing. You can't do that because you're in Illinois.
Oh yeah.
You're so tired.
I'm so tired. Sorry.
It's a dangly thing hanging from the rearview mirror.
Becca is referring to hanging a cactus from her rearview mirror. It was all of the hype. Not that long ago, actually, because I think I still see these things on Etsy.
Yeah, but they're fake. Like, that's the thing. I didn't know. So my ass went out and bought a fucking cactus, a little one, and I made a little macrame hanger. I made it. I'm sitting there making this, thinking this is the greatest thing I've ever thought of.
Less
and I
than one
potted
day.
it.
When did this happen? Were you in Arizona?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was my first house that I had houseplants. I think this was probably in like 2018 I did that.
With your roommate?
No, this
When
was
you lived with your
before I
roommate?
lived with Hannah. This was like when I was living with
okay.
my 5 roommates. This was
Oh.
pre-YouTube.
Pre-YouTube. Okay.
So that,
okay.
yeah. And like I took photos of it throughout the process because I was like, what's going on? It's like sinking into itself. That's weird.
Cacti do that. They like when they die, they like they invert in on themselves.
It's mushy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all mushy. If your cactus is mushy, it's dead. Like sometimes I get messages like it's a little mushy. Like what can I do? I'm like that bitch is dead. It is not coming back.
I think
You're like here's what you do. You're gonna want to walk over to your trash can.
that bitch is dead.
You're gonna want to open it up and toss that bitch in the trash. 'Cause it's
Sanitize the pot and start over with a fake one.
I can only imagine like our partners listening to this conversation
I'm
and us
sweating.
cry
I'm
laughing.
sweating.
Yeah.
It's probably not that funny to them.
No,
Oh.
I'm sure that Daniel's like, what the hell? Oh my god. And I'm literally delusional right now.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. 4 seasons, guys.
Okay, we're gonna
4 freaking
4
seasons.
seasons. It's been fun. I don't know how we're already at the end of our 4th season.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I say this at the end of every season, but seriously, time flies
Yeah.
when you're having fun.
Yeah, so thank you all
Having
so much
so
for
much
listening and being like a part of our community here. It's the best. And we're not going to be taking a break from Patreon. So if you want to, if you want to fill your life with some joy, some potted together joy.
That last episode was a doozy. I was listening to that while I was cleaning the house the other day, and I was like, okay, we were literally delusional because we finished at like 1 a.m. recording that episode.
Yeah.
I need to listen to it. That post
You
while I
do.
was gone, and like I'm pretty sure I said some very embarrassing things. It was an overshare. If you want to hear a personal overshare, what did I say? I don't remember. Anyway,
Becca's sleeping.
I'll tell you when we
vaguely
stop
sexual.
recording.
All right, guys. Well, that is it. And we are going to head out now and go to sleep. But we will see you guys in like 6 weeks or so-ish?
yeah, it'll be. Soon.
We'll let you know. We'll keep you. We're going to keep posting on Instagram.
Let's not lock in anything right now, all right? Let's have a break.
Let's not
We don't
commit
know
to
when
anything.
we'll be back. Okay, that's our answer. Just don't ask.
So we'll be back.
I'm a planner. I like to have things planned out, but okay. So we'll let you know. We'll let you know when we'll be back.
Okay, yeah.
But in the meantime, we're probably going to be reposting some episodes. There'll be some reposts on a few Mondays throughout this period. And like Adam said, if you're looking for some funny extra content, you can join our Patreon, which will be linked in the show notes. And then also don't forget to follow us each individually. Becca's at De La Plants, Adam is at Not Dude, and I am at My Clean Leaves. And also we're all on YouTube and all that fun stuff. Okay, guys.
Well, thank you guys so much for listening. See you later.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you later. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.